crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more.
At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Decisions. This is designed to be for entertainment purposes only. So thank you for tuning in. Enjoy. Guys, if this is your first time here, or your second time here, or your third time here, or if you've never been here before, please take that second, smash that golden like button for the Brew Crew, because we're here every day kicking ass, taking names, and drinking for you. So I just want to let you guys know, we also have the subscribe button right here. Your ring-a-ding-ding, and a ring-a-ding-ding. And with that bell, you'll locate us on YouTube. In that corner, there is a thumb-like shaped button with a subscribe button. And over there on Kick and Rumble, guys, we go all natural over there. Everybody loves them natural. So please smash that like, hit that subscribe button to help support the channel, because that's the biggest way you guys can help us out. Get this content out on the whole interweb. And I see you guys over there. I'm talking to you. Hit that heart button. It's in the corner. And there's these little tiny arrows that look like two snakes in each other, kind of shaped like this. Hit that button. Repost us so we can grow on X, because that's one of the harder places to grow. Today, guys, for the most hydrated crypto channel. Oh, Trent's dying. It's okay. I know CPR. I'll go mouth to mouth. Maybe I shouldn't do that. He's probably really sick. I have my whiskey glass just for daily. I'm popping some of my American First whiskey. Right, just because I've been drinking a lot of beer. I kind of want a little bit of whiskey, man. Just shake it up a little bit. Get a little bottle open. Guys, this is really just apple juice. I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to do a little bit of pour, get a little couple glasses in there, maybe get a little 2 fingers. Yeah, like that. A little bit more. Yeah, right there. That's the real stuff right there. It goes down even smoother. And then I'm going to kind of spice it up too, because, I just love you guys. And I'm popping my barrel on top of my glass. I have apple wood chips. We're gonna light it up on the show, guys. If you haven't already seen my little stash of apple wood chips, you go open it up like this, like a shiny little pearl. You got the little ashtray thingy bobber in there. I can't do this with one hand, so you guys have to take my word for it. I'm dropping them in there. They look like these. I'm dropping it in there. It's probably going all over my little tray. Get a little handfuls. Stick it in there like that. And get a little bit more. Then we want to seal it. And it says to light it for like, oh my gosh, it's sliding all around. Light it for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds. So we'll go. I can see it smoking. You guys see it smoking out the top, huh? It's like, what? You guys think it's been like close to 10 seconds? Ah! You got real good, man. Okay. I actually see it coming into the glass. I didn't even realize. Look at the glass. You see it smoking? Look at that. Ooh, I smell it though. It smells pretty. I'm like, I have more whiskey in it than it looks because I'm holding it at an angle, trying to keep it from falling forwards. There you guys go. You can feel a little more. We're gonna smoke it up, get that liquor to absorb all that smoke, get a real smoky texture to it. It's real nice, guys. It's real gentle on the tongue, real easy. Hey, Trey, you ever smoked your whiskey?
I haven't actually. You would think that I have, but I haven't.
Does this make you want to try it now?
I've been wanting to get one, yeah.
That's probably pretty good. Should I open it up? Should I wait a second before?
Yeah,
let's smoke up. Whoa. Oh yeah, dude. It tastes just something like I would drink out of a barn, man. Like barn, you know, something. It makes the smoke. Makes me think of like sitting around a bonfire and sipping.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have a bit. We got married on an apple orchard. And it makes you think like sitting around the bonfire and you smell the apples in the background and you just kind of sipping on a little whiskey. That's what it feels like, man. Just because of the apple smoke. It smells good, dude. Really good.
I just noticed your shirt.
Oh, you never seen this before? I felt it was appropriate today because we're supposed to get the Tariff news, but they delayed it till Wednesday. You guys haven't seen it. It's just from a TV show. You know, what's that show? It's not Family Guy. It's the other
American Dad.
No, it's not American Dad. It's similar. Maybe it is American Dad. It's something along those lines. I can't remember. Who do we have in here? I haven't even looked. We got Mr. John, 316, who Acts 211, aka. We got Not You over there on Kick.
Not You. What do you mean by home growers?
And YouTube. He's on both of them. He's double dipping on both channels.
I know, right?
If you want to do some good adult content, say homegrowing. Well, I don't want to. I can't say that. I can't. Those words shouldn't come out of my mouth. Actually, we have also Pepe coming in here. ICP is what Trent said. Following a couple homegrowners reviewers on Kick. Drinks look tempting. Oh, drink looks tempting. It does look tempting. It's good, man. Sweet, smooth, real smooth. All my liquor is good, man. I don't drink the crap. I just realized though, I let volume on my TV. You're not hearing it come through, are you, Trent?
Yeah, volume's good for me.
On my TV, like you hear the people talk in the background.
Well, I heard it for like 2 seconds, but that's
right
it.
there. You hear
Someone must have been shouting on the.
Oh, okay, I'll turn it down. Sorry, guys. I'm a Halo nerd, so when I'm going to sleep because I was trying to take a nap before I got on because I got up like at 3. I throw like Halo speedrunners on and I watch them as I doze off. Dude, I just so I finished Stranger Things and I have so many disappointments with that show. I would love to talk to everybody about that if they're okay at some sort of point. Also, I want to try the new Fallout series because season 2 just came out. They're like 4 episodes deep on Amazon, and I think that's really good.
I was not really too disappointed with the Stranger Things ending.
Can we talk about it, guys? It'd be okay if we talk about this and not bring spoilers, or you just know spoilers might come.
Well, at this point, I mean, it's January 9th. If someone hasn't seen the end of it, like.
Okay, guys, we're gonna talk about Stranger Things for like 10 minutes, probably. So, and then we'll get into crypto. We're just kind of it's a chill night. So, okay, Trent. So, guys, spoilers are coming through. We're gonna talk about the ending. We're gonna talk about everything. So, if you don't want to, you want to jump out, it's okay. Trent, I thought it was really dumb that Vecna had no demigorgons guarding him while he was in the Mind Flayer.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Nothing guarding. You know, And then I thought it was a little ridiculous that when the Vecna came to the military base, he brought all the demigorgons, you know, they destroyed the military, like absolutely mowed them down, you know. But then you go see scenes where like she's stabbing him with a piece of glass, and like, you know, they're running through the house. It's like, I don't know where they went. He's just in the tub, right? Like what? You know, I was like, come on, guys. Like, and that's not just that. There's multiple times where like demigorgons are smart and they're not smart. Like they're killing machines and they're not killing machines.
Yeah.
I mean, I also have a pet peeve of mine with like all of a sudden Vecna has such far strength he could grab Holly like 2 miles away and somehow pull her up through the hole. Like, once you have the force all of a sudden, you know, like why didn't you use that earlier?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, did you notice that they recast Holly?
I didn't know that. I didn't watch the previous season that recently.
Yeah, so that's not the same girl at all.
I figured it probably wouldn't be because she probably got older and just changed, whatever.
Well, not just because she got older. It's a different girl entirely.
It just yeah.
And which is fine. I mean, Holly didn't play a prominent role in the previous season, so I feel like it was okay to change her. But also, she's like 14 playing a 7-year-old.
That's weird.
I think she did it pretty well, but like, you know.
I think it's interesting, like, that nobody noticed 12 kids talking to all the same invisible person called Mr. What's-It.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you telling me that nobody noticed that until the very end when like it seems somewhat relevant? Like, really? I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, that's funny that YouTube doesn't like you talking about homegrown cannabis. That's odd.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
I mean, it's legal to do so. I mean,
another thing too, Trent, that I don't like about it is like the very first episode when Dustin's like reintroduced in the show. He's like bullied at school. Then he has a snake, and they kill the snake, and he's like the blood is on his gravestone. Like, and then he misses the first crawl. Like, his absence for that 45 minutes is completely irrelevant to the story.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think I've talked about this already once. I have no problems if you're homosexual at all. Like, do you in your own house? But dude, a 15-minute cringe scene. Like, dude, you're in the final season. This is where you want to break this out and do a 15-minute cringe scene. Like, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way.
I didn't mind I didn't mind it having a part in the storyline, but it was a little drawn out. Hey, did you ever see a guy in our chat? He used to be in our chat, and he started his own YouTube channel about Bitcoin and home growing cannabis. His name's Blunt Man Bitcoin. Blunt Man Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, I think it was just Blunt Man.
Oh yeah, Blunt Man. Yeah, I mean, pretty interesting. I don't know if he's still doing content. I'm gonna go look at that because he started like kind of when we did.
Yeah, well, another thing too, Trent, that it bothered me too about the story was the whole tower scene where they climb the tower, and they're like, they get up to the top and they're like, it's off by 15 degrees. Where it's going to ram. I was like, you guys didn't notice that like a little beforehand, you know? Like, I don't know. I thought that was a little silly.
Right.
You know another thing I didn't really like, Trent? So you know how like the entire like building was melting or whatever with the matter? I thought it was really dumb that Nancy shot that without everybody there. I also thought it was ridiculous that it just seeps in and starts filling the room up, and then also they break through that other door and like it starts pouring through the wall, and I never saw that hole again. And then two, like they're like, okay, let's break up our engagement after trying to be romantic, and they throw the ring. It's like the floor is hard now. Like really? Like this far off the table, you could have did anything else, and that's where you. I thought that was dumb.
Right.
Yeah. Also, Trent. So in season 2, they kill a demidog and they stuff it in Joyce's fridge. But guess what? They forgot about it. There was no. They never came back to it. They never circled back around.
Hey, you know how oh man, what's his name? Why do I want to say Dustin? You know how Dustin gave his valedictorian speech and flipped off the principal and all that? Well, did you catch the fact that like that is from a previous season? What's that guy's name that got killed?
Eddie.
That's what Eddie said he was gonna do.
Oh.
At graduation, he was like, "There's a scene of Eddie saying, I'm gonna throw off my my cap and gown, and I'm gonna snatch the diploma from the principal and flip him off and dive into the crowd or something like that." And so when you put those side by side, it's like he was doing that for Eddie.
Did you notice that they were talking about they were like, well, Callie saved L, by making that thing. Dude, Callie was dead so long ago that they walked through the desert. Only God knows how long to the mind flare, which they had no direction where they were going to go. And are you telling me she didn't bleed out in that time frame? I'm like, nah, bro.
Right.
Did you hear what actually happened, the actual ending? So they kind of leave it up to a little bit of interpretation, right? Well,
yeah.
So they said that if you look at the graduation, everybody is sitting the same exact way, and that same exact seating positions actually have Vecta sits, and how they all wear those same colors, and that there's a couple other side stories to it. Like there's a scene where they talk about Nancy's mom. I can't remember her name. She doesn't have the scars anymore, and one scene that she has it again, and they actually say they're actually still in Vecta's mind.
What?
Vecta is actually the one that won.
What?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of side things down it.
I think Elle is still alive.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Which I thought that was kind of dumb too. She just disappeared. And I was like,
yeah,
really? Oh, that was another thing that drove me nuts. That was my biggest, I think, pet peeve of the whole show, Trent, was that the military come in, right? Hopper mows down 30 of them the entire show. Elle kills a couple of them. Nancy kills a couple of them. They come out of the end thingy, right? And Elle disappears. They're like, well, we'll forgive you guys. You're all going to graduate. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like,
yeah.
You're not going to hold them accountable to some standard at all? And then they were talking about friends, and they all move away. And they're like, we'll never be friends. We'll see each other once a month. I'm like, okay, once a month's unrealistic, too. I think you guys should be bonded after an experience like that for life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you ain't going anywhere.
Right.
You know? Hopper's like, I'm going to New York. You're taking a new position. I'm like, you are not taking a new position in New York. Get out of here. You've been in that cabin. You're in that cabin. If you go leave your space as an old timer, it's like, dude, I can't even get my parents to leave the city that they live in just to drive to another city. They ain't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of weird. The military didn't notice any of the tunnels under.
Right.
Like, you kidding me? Like, the military didn't notice those? And then, Mike's, digging underneath and, into the bathroom. He's like, hits the metal pipe. Hits the metal pipe. Hits the metal pipe. Hits the metal pipe. He goes, oh, there's something there. I'm like, dude, I've dug with a shovel before, and in the soil, I'm like, blink. I'm like, oh, there's a rock there. There's definitely something right there. And he's just like, wee, wee. And you tell me he broke the main water line? Like, get out of here. I think they were lazy. I think they forgot a lot of stuff, and I think they got lazy in their story writing. Like, the whole desert scene with Vecna, I actually didn't mind the mind flayer scene, Trent. I actually kind of liked it, but there were aspects of walking through the desert into this abyss was kind of weird, not knowing where they're gonna go, and then the fact that this is the territory where the demigorgons and dogs live. Where the flying frick are they? You know?
Well, they introduced so many things that you never saw in previous seasons, like being in Vecta's mind in the first place to that extent.
But he was afraid of his own dark thoughts, which I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then also the dude gets caught on fire and blasted with a shotgun like a gajillion times, right? And the previous season, you're like, okay, he's dead, right? Okay, well, apparently he's not dead, but a single spike impaled him, and that's what done him in. I'm like, you would think the slugs would have probably did that, you know? Like, there should have been like shotgun. That should have been like a kryptonite slug or something. You know what I mean? Like something that resembled a weakness of some sort.
But
he was
losing power though.
Huh?
But he was being drained of his power before he fell on the spike, you know? So
I don't know. It just oh no.
Like if I starved you to death within an inch of your life and then gave you like a cold 3-piece, you know, it wouldn't. It's not something that would usually kill you, but you know, because you're starving and weakened, then like maybe it will.
Well, whatever happened to the wormhole that they shot open into the void? Like it was sucking all the air in.
It collapsed.
You know, but no, when it she first shot it, and then there was like one hole that sucked the car out, and like, you know, and Hopper was there with the girl, and they're like, it's time to get out of here. Like, did it just continue sucking air out forever?
Oh yeah, well, until the thing completely collapsed. Yeah, the reason why.
Or would they just leave that area? And
well, the reason why is because the chaotic matter didn't get completely destroyed, right? It just got disturbed, right? So because it didn't get completely destroyed, like, yeah, there was just one hole open that was sucking things through it, but as long as you didn't get in its path, like, I assume you were fine.
Yeah, well, I kind of wish that I had more details on this whole sucking thing.
Whoa.
All right, you want to get into some crypto?
Yeah, let's do it. There's really no news, I mean, other than the tariffs. Or no news that I've seen anyways, because I've been sick all day.
Well, the tariffs got delayed to Wednesday. They said they're going to come out with it on Wednesday. I was going to do this on the screen, but I'm not actually going there just yet. I want to come over to the ETFs and see if there's any inflows or outflows today. Very small amount. Only $2 million of Bitcoin was moved today. Total. Or not total, but intakes. That's really small. That's really small.
I gotta blow my nose. I'm getting really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Grayscale had 10 million outflow for Ethereum in dollars amount. Solana had nothing. Nothing happened with Solana. And XRP had a net inflow of only 404,000 from Grayscale, which out of all the people I want to buy, that's not who I want it to buy. Let's just be honest about that. Biggest gainers and losers. Sorry, I forgot to open up one of my browsers. I'm gonna keep track of you guys in the posts. All right, so we come over. We have Dgram. Dgram's up 131%. I don't even know what Dgram is. That's pretty crazy, though. I wonder if that's a short possibility. Snowball's up another 30%. How is Snowball keep going up? Like, what's it look like on the day? Oh my gosh, it's a W pattern. Possible short. Possible short. I might look into shorting Snowball. I don't even know what this is. Up 61%. Pippin up 15% today. Polygon up 13% today. We were talking about that yesterday. We knew it was gonna do good, guys. We knew it was gonna do good. And I don't think it's fully done yet either. What else do we have? Mola, Intengi, Chiefs, Magma, Urbo, Jelly My Jelly, barely up. This is a very slow day. Toncoin barely down. THQ's down. We said 4442 yesterday. Remember that, DZ? Zcash is up. Oh no, sorry, down another 7% today. Monad down 7% today. Recall down 7%. Canon Network down 7%. XCN, Onyx Coin down 7%. Everything's down 7%. Farcoin's down 8%. Night took a big hit. Night's down 11%. Holy cow. River down another 18%.
Buying day.
Yeah. Well, there you guys go, man, on the price charts over here. And you said there's no news today. Let's scroll over here, just take a quick peek, see if there's anything that is out of the ordinary for crypto news. BNY launches tokenized deposits. Financial giant BNY has launched tokenized bank deposits for institutional clients, marking another step forward, bringing traditional finance on-chain. Did you hear that Binance wants to make another stablecoin because they got rid of BUSD during the regulations process under Biden, and they might bring that back? Visa linked stablecoins. Dude, I feel like there's so much information about stablecoins. Like, it feels like super bullish, but not crazily relevant to what's happening in this market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even the Genius Act won't take effect until 2027, and you got to wonder when the Clarity Act's going to take effect. You know what I mean? And that's usually like a lot of the stablecoin stuff. And I guess there's nothing in the news. You're 100% right. Let me come over to Bubbles, top 100. Take a quick glance, maybe take a look at
Daily.
What's up, Daily? I made myself a nice little whiskey, and I have a whiskey glass just for you, Daily. just for you. Well, actually, and for me too, because I added some smokiness to it today. It's actually pretty nice, mellow. Night might be a good day to buy in some night. Down pretty hard for the week, almost 30%.
Just water over here. I'm so sick. I'm hanging on by a thread right now.
Yeah, guys.
I'm actually just kind of here, like, I'm trying not to talk too much. If you guys can't tell, if I start talking too much, I'll start coughing a lot. So there you go.
So challenge him to speak as much as humanly possible. He says, "Cheers, my dude. Cheers, Daily." I added a little bit more smoke to the glass, but you won't be able to see it, really. I'll mix it in. Cheers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing that and zinc. It's just crazy because, like, I know this is gross, but the mucus is so deep in there that it's like, you know, just coughing a few times doesn't, like, get it out. Like, I've coughed so hard and so much that my side right here is like
Hurting?
Hurting. I wouldn't say it's a sharp painer.
You gotta be careful like that. My sister cracked her rib coughing.
Really?
Yeah. I thought she was full of crap, I'm not gonna lie, until she went to the doctors.
Like, my back is sore. Yeah, I don't know. Make tea with lots of pure honey and lots of tequila.
And some garlic, man. Garlic and honey. Man, dude, Bitcoin's kind of interesting. I watched a little bit, like half the interview today. Crypto Face had Gareth Soloway on, and they came at Bitcoin from two different angles, and both said that they see 60,000 on the table for BTC.
Really?
They think there's like kind of like what we talked about the weekly. They think it's gonna be one more pump, and then it's gonna go down to 60K.
That makes me think that it'll hold in the 70s though, because it never hits Gareth Soloway's bearish targets.
No, but shoot, I forgot my train of thought. But they both think that this bear market is not going to be like a normal bear market. Like, they don't think we'll get like Bitcoin reduction of 75%. Like, the diminished returns go both ways, so it's going to be diminished losses as well.
And it'll take less time to recover from it. You know, cycles within cycles is what I've been saying.
Yeah, right. You want to put a poll in the chat?
Sure.
Dude, if you had $100,000, do you buy silver Bitcoin or alts. So whatever, tobacco, weed would be the fourth.
Hey, what did you think about the animated characters on the video I uploaded?
I thought it looked cute. I liked it. I'm like, hey, yeah. I just saw it right before we went live, so I didn't get a chance to over examine it and go over how I think I look. But you looked adorable.
Oh God.
I'll have to take a peek at it. So right now, dude, this is not super great for Bitcoin, man. I don't really like the double toppy-ish area. If this was a cup and handle, that handle should have played out. It did not. The money flow to me is going down. So to me, it is still in a short pattern on the 4-hour. The 12-hour still shows, looks like it's about to fall through the 21, to be honest with you. I mean, that's pretty gross. It's literally just sliding right into it, which will put the target of 88,970 on the table. Where's the 200? Where's the 200 at? 200 above us? Okay, that's good. So 88.9 on the short term on the table. The daily time frame still shows more bearishness. It shows, 89 too. We could even come as low as 9,000 on the short term daily. I say short term daily because I do believe there is still a pump in here. I just don't know where it's at. Actually, I kind of starting to see some sort of flow in here. I could see a possible inverted head and shoulder pattern coming down, and that would kind of give us our move up, possibly to like the 97,000 level, kind of meet whatever this red line is at the time, the 50 moving day average. I think that could be on the cards for the 2-day. Does the daily show that too? The daily possibly too. Weekly still, we kind of got some bullish settlements coming into the market, double green dots. VWAP coming up, but the money flow has kind of been not great, man, to be honest with you. I think we got one more squeeze and hopefully we can get some juice out of it, but I don't think we're going to hit 100K. Not, at least for sure, not all-time highs. We could come up to one of these time frames if we could do it quicker than later. I guess we just kind of have to wait to tell. And then what do we got over here? What's another coin? Should we look at THQ? I know DZ is going to ask me about THQ. Maybe we'll look at Polygon too, because we did some trading. Hey guys, if you also didn't notice, join the Discord. You can hit us up on X for free, and we can get you in for free, or you can become a member for like $2.99 a month, or $10 if you really want to be supportive. And I actually took 2 trades in our premium VIP BidFi Signals group. I scalped Filecoin and I scalped Hyper Liquid for 10% and I think 7% on my scalp trades. Now, Hyper was 7, and I also got in later than I should have gotten in earlier. I kind of brushed it off and I wasn't paying attention to it. I was paying attention to just one trade I was watching, which was I think I did it backwards. I was watching my Hyper one because they looked better to me. But actually, then Filecoin ended up outperforming it. So, join the Discord, get access to those to help, locate good trades that are in the market. They don't always come out signals every day, so sometimes you have to wander around on your own, but they can help point things out. Inception within deception. This is what's a crypto market. Maybe. Maybe. Paint pen still turned on. We were talking about this with DZ yesterday. I said 442 was on the table. And it definitely looks like, 42 is still in the cards. Open doors to the downside. We fell through 21, fell in through the 50 right now. That's not clipped. It looks just like a triangle, man, like straight up. The 1 hour does look like you could get a possible first entry point. So this could be a bottom. We also have a little bit lower we can go, man. We, like I said, we could head down to this range right in here. The money flow on the 1 hour time frame is open doors red, so it does look like this probably will be a continuation. I'm not sold that this is the bottom, even though we are getting larger indicators. The 12-hour also looks like we have more downwards price action to go for THQ. No more data. I don't want to do anything on a larger time frame. Now let's take a look at Polygon. I talked about Polygon pretty good yesterday, and it did do well since we talked about it. I know DZ closed a scalp long on it. I did a scalp long on it yesterday at 7% too. Hole.
Guys, you can trade midnight on BTCC, by the way.
What about BitFi?
Negative. But that's why, you know, that's why, like, using multiple exchanges and diversifying in that way is a good thing. You can also trade tokenized stocks on BTCC, but over on BitFi, you can trade all of the hottest Solana meme coins. You can trade any Solana meme coin, actually, and any BNB meme coin completely on chain, with the functionality of a centralized exchange. So, you know, like, hey, that's why we use them both. They both have their advantages.
Yep. Polygon, dude, the money flow is still super thick right now. It's still increasing right now. We were thinking, what did I say, like 19 cents yesterday? I still probably believe that. Money flow is still really good in the 4 hour. It is getting closer to a scalp short, guys. It is getting closer. We have the red dot confirmation right there on the 4 hour. Strength's ridiculously hot right now. It's 96 to 93 on the momentum waves. Money flow is so thick though. Oh my gosh. This is something that I would actually might recommend shorting is the 200. We're on the 200 right now on the 12 hour. Yeah, but the money flow still looks like it's good to me. Like, we haven't fully clipped over yet. Like, you see the red wave kind of coming in. But, man, I don't think it's probably a good idea along the 200. I'm just pointing that out. You can, and there's possibly a little bit more to give, like in that 19-cent level range. I'd probably put the sweet spot right here. Alt H. I think that would be the sweet spot if we do break above it. So $18, 18 cents, 18.44 on the daily time frame. You know, you got 19 cents in the daily. Money flow is still ticking up, man. It is still ticking up. So I guess we shall see it. You know, I think 18.44 is close enough, as close as I would want to be. And the 4 hour does expect some sort of pullback. We'll see if it actually gets it. The money flow is so thick though on pole. What's another coin, Trent? What's Onyx? XCN. Here it is. Onyx. This could be a good short too, Trent. Look at that. It fell through the 21. Probably coming down to the 50, to be honest with you. I mean, where's the lowest next support? Next support's right here. If it continues falling, it probably will fall to 685. Yeah, this could be a good short. I might try to scalp short this tonight. The money flow is kind of peaking.
Yeah.
What's the 1 hour? The 1 hour is like at its last line, probably coming down a little lower. It wants to come to the 7.3, open doors to the downside, strength, everything coming down. It would be really nice to put a short in and just Bart Simpson and gave it all back, you know, to 5.5. You know why Onyx pumped is because it was listed on Robin, so now it could just be coming down. The 12 hour red dot right here, it just wants to come down on momentum. VWAP's kind of unsure of itself yet. You know, you could just make the argument, oh, maybe it's just about a leg up again, but we shall see. You know, we're at this little last line of support. Come back down. 6.6 is on the table, guys, you know, and that's just below the 200 too, or right at the 200. So that's a really good sign of a short. The daily still looks like it has more to give. This is the pattern setup, guys. I trade Loki on, and it played out so good. Rejection off the 200. We got the rounded top, and I went hard on that short, and I played out, man. I made like 30% on that short. It was my best trade this week. So, not financial advice, but I'm saying that there might be a chance to make some good money on that trade. Now let's head over to night. Trent really likes his night, so we're gonna go take a peek on the 2-day. Came right down to the 21. That's right where we wicked to. I don't know if I'm bullish or bearish. Go ahead and short XCN. I dare you guys. I know the big dogs aren't done ripping this to the upside. No, it's definitely taking a breather, GT. I'm almost certain on that. And why? It's because it got so hyped. I'm not saying XCN's a bad project. That's not what I'm saying. Even like Cardano got shorted harder than anything else in the space. I like Cardano. I'm just saying it's overbought right now. Even the big dogs. One thing I learned about big dogs is they like to dump on your heads. I don't care who they are. I've seen it time and time again where other influencers will dump on their people's heads. Now, I just think it's going to come down, man. It could come down 50% and still be 50% up from where it was at. You know, it's before it ran up, it was at 4.5 cents, coming down to 7 cents. That's not, you can't say that's a bad retrace. That's still good. That's still a good retrace. And I'm not crapping on this coin either. I'm just saying there might be more options on getting gains. It's a ebb and flow to the charts. Charts just don't go whoop. You know, if it gets listed someplace else, then cool, we might get another leg. But I think some of the people who were waiting for a Robinhood listing are going to take profits. They'll look at this and going, okay, I love this coin so much, I'm going to let some of it go and I'm going to buy it again when it comes back down a little low. That's how they're viewing this. It's not those big dogs hate this coin. They want to try to grow their bag more, and that's what they're looking at. And a lot of times too, people use leverage, and those leverages is actually what makes the price go down. Like even Bitcoin, everybody wants the price to go up. Well, nobody wants to buy that all-time high. What happens is like even with this coin, for example, people are leveraging it, I guarantee you, and when they get liquidated, they're forced to sell. That's what pushes the price low, and someone's going, yes, I was able to buy it cheaper. Yes, I was able to buy it cheaper. And so that's what happens. So there's no more forced liquidations for the price to come down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Month old as well. I'm thinking the amount of staking that is most bullish in my opinion. When you look at Cardano, I think at one point in time, 66% or 70% of all Cardano was being staked. Is that correct, Trent?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's still true.
It's still a very, very high percentage.
Yeah, more. It looks like XN will correct downside more before pushing up again, just by looking at the charts. That's what I'm seeing too. That's what I'm feeling. The weekly still shows that it could have more room to grow too. I mean, we got the momentum just screaming up, and it is at the 50. It is at the 50, but before it probably gets there, it probably will have to correct before it starts pumping even harder. That's just what I'm saying. It's a bullish engulfing candle, but there's still corrections along the way. We will take a look at night. Night's also kind of the same boat too. I mean, look at that freaking God candle. Woof, it just took off out of nowhere, and that's pretty much when it launched, if I'm not mistaken, or really officially like launched. Night also doesn't have a whole lot of support, and me and Trent are both bullish on Night. It's kind of one of those things where people are probably trading it like this. Almost looks to me like a Jesus take the wheel type pattern. We kind of got a little arm, a little head, and possibly another arm in here, but we just fell below the 200, which is not a good sign. Traditionally, even Trent would agree that falling below 200 is not a good sign. As you look at the 100, we fell below back over here on the 100. I mean 1 hour. Sorry. In the 1 hour, we fell below over here, and it was just nothing but downtrend. We followed the 21 bounce short. You know, now the money outflow is huge, and one of the reasons why Night's probably where it's at right now and getting pushed down is a lot of people got airdrop Night. And when people get airdropped free money, a lot of times people just like to dump it. They just do. That's just how people are. They're like, oh, look at the money, I'm just gonna dump it.
Most people are still thawing. I don't think they can sell yet. I know I can't. Mine's still, the last time I checked, which was several days ago, I still had like 30 days worth of thawing. And then 25% of my Night will become available. So,
well, that's maybe another reason why the money inflow is like going down. The transaction volume is going down. You know, Night's a great project. But a lot of these projects are great projects. You know, I don't really like Sol, but it's a great project to launch meme coins off of. It is. You know, nobody takes it seriously, and therefore it does really well. You got Cardano, which is like an impossible to code on, but never gets hacked. You know, you got XRP, it's the railway system of like the new financial system. I think Hedera fits in that category. I think Algorand hits in that category. I think Lumens fits in that category. I think they're all kind of parent companies. I don't know too much about LCX. I think they're a layer one, but I could totally be wrong. Quant, I know what Quant is. They're kind of like a railway system for bigger hedges. I'm not sure about it. I think SHX is a layer on top of XLM. I think that'll probably do well. It'll pump with XLM. XCN does good. I love Crow. I'm not a DOT fan, guys. I'm really not. We have DOT for other people on the channel to take a look at. You know what? I think D.U is a DOT fan. We could take a look at DOT for D.U. You know, why not? It did fall below and recently it just fell below the 1 hour, fell below the 200. Like we saw with Cardano, or it was at night, it's bearish. The 4 hour, it's kind of weird chart. It looks like it's possibly going lower to $2, which is only 5 cents lower where it's at. It's on the 21 on the 12 hour, which is a sign of some sort of support. Man, look at that shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern. That was beautiful, long.
Yeah.
If you could have taken that. The daily shows more downwards pressure. Swing over to Ondo. Disrespecting the 21. Money outflow has not got the curvature that we need to start flipping around. We are at a little bit of support, but I think the sweeter, stronger area of support is right here, around 39.21 on the one. I guess only on the 1 hour. 4 hour does look like there's pressure to go to the upside. I don't like how the 21's just ripping through the 50 and the about to be ripping through the 200. That's not a good sign for me. 12 hours still shows open doors to the downside. VWAP is coming up. It's probably because we're getting a weird sweet spot in between the 50 and the 21. We're getting a weird rejection right there. Also, I think the bottom's close. I just don't know if I can't say confirmatively we're there right now. Take a look at the poll. Most people think that the bottom is going to be 80K. Dude, I hope you guys are wrong, because I would like it to go lower so I could buy Bitcoin cheaper. So that being said, I mean, 80K, are we really going to complain that Bitcoin held 80K? Probably not. Realistically, we're not going to complain. DC was really hot the other day. This could also be a really good short too, Trent. Look at that on the daily. We got our first red dot on this. It's still up pretty high, where this could be a really good short. Doji candle, trend reversal. Now we're into the bearish candle. I actually might run a short on this. 12 hour, look at that, Trent. Rejection off the 200. You could short this. You could short this a lot. That's 25% almost, or a third. That's like 30% to go to the 21 MA.
Yeah.
Which is also at the 200. The 12 hours, momentum's coming down. VWAP's kind of iffy. 4 hour, we just slowly sliding down, crossed over the 21. Money flow is shrinking down. Now, I think this is probably the coin to short tonight. Going to 31 cents right there. Open doors to the downside. 1 hour, we kind of have possible double bottom, possibly, but more, if I had to guess, it might do like a 1, 2, 3, kind of like we did right here, and it's continued down. 1, 2, 3, continued down. Rejection off the 21. Maybe we get a high. Maybe we get like a lower high like this. Get a good strong pump. We're in it for the bacon. Crypto being with cry face for a reason. Cry.
Well, you know what crypto means in Greek?
Boo.
Hidden. You know, so you just gotta. The name of the game is just, you know, find where it's hiding before it pumps. No, I don't know.
Right. I mean, you can make an argument this could break out this flag. Maybe it could stop loss, take profit. I mean, these things going to run up to 6, 7. But how I look at this whole market is this whole market breeds bullishness to me. I don't feel like it is. So even though it's more likely to break out, I think it's actually more likely to break down. And that 31 cent level appears in all the different time windows. You know, I looked at the 4 hour, the 12 hour, the 1 hour. It just seems the most likely opinion for desync is to be short.
I mean, you want a good bullish pennant to like be above the moving averages, as opposed to the moving averages, you know, curving over on themselves.
Yeah. That's true. And look at this run up over here, Trent. So this thing ran up hard on the 1 hour, right?
Right.
Just monster move. Well, look at the money flow. I mean, it's just screaming. And even still, the money flow is thick right here. And then you definitely get that peak right here. And since then, the money flow has been curving down. It just has been. And so I think this is a good short opportunity. Now, like I said, the 1 hour still looks like it's going to get a pump. So if you're gonna short it, I would wait for this sucker to play out and watch the 15-minute, the 5-minute. If you come over to the 15-minute, if you just starting to get the curvature down, Stokes and strength are getting the curvature down, and it's on the 21. Like, it's not screaming like hallelujah strength right now. Everything seems to like to going to the dump, but the pump. When we think it will pump, it dumps. It's been stressful on the fun, on and a fun ride. Wow, I can't talk right now. It's the whiskey. Yeah, man. You know, I've been actually, this week has been one of my best weeks trading like crazy. I got wrecked on Pepe. I'm not gonna lie. I should have shorted it. I shorted it too soon, and I also didn't have a stop loss, and I was kind of trailing it and kind of watching it, but I allowed myself to get liquidated on that trade.
You didn't have your whole bag in it, you know. I
didn't have my whole bag. You're right. But this last week, I've been trading just things that looked good to me, and Pepe still looked good. And I just should have used a stop loss. I've almost gained all my money back on that liquidation, just trading other coins. Like I talked about my Filecoin trade and my Hypecoin trade, and I've been using lower leverage on this. One of the things too with Pepe is I generally stay away from trading alts. But I've been trying to figure out a little better ways to trade them to avoid the liquidation zones and dropping so much. And one of the ways I've been doing that is lowering my leverage. So I usually use like 5 to 8x leverage on Bitcoin. Well, I was using like 8x leverage on alts, and the volatility was extremely different, obviously, because they're alts. So I lowered it down to like a 4. And even though I was like so sure that all these trades I made this week were gonna play out, instead of like throwing all my bag in and leveraging it on like full blast, I was like, it's about self-control. You gotta learn to do the self-control aspect to learning how to trade, and that's how you become profitable trader, you know. So I just keep it up, man. And you look at Polygon and THQ. I did look at Polygon and THQ. I did them just for you, DZ. I'm bearish on THQ to I'm bearish THQ to 4.4 to 4.2 range, right in that sweet spot. And then Polygon, I'm still bullish, man, on Polygon. The money flow is still good. Like, we are at the 200 on the 12-hour on Polygon, I believe it was. Let me scroll up. It was Polygon. I think it was the 200 that I was bearish on it. Yeah, the 1200. We're touching the 200 right now on the 12-hour, which makes me a little concerned. The wick's still a little higher up, actually. So we can continue up above the 200. You know, we're good. The money flow is still coming into Polygon. I think my price target still stands at around 19 cents. I actually changed it to 18.44. I think that's a good, strong level. We're going to have resistance right here. I think we'll have more resistance in this zone right here, which I believe will kind of line up with the 200 on the daily time frame. So I kind of put this in a sweet spot zone right here. Yeah, we did make money on Polygon. Trent mocked us too. He was like, "No, it's going down." And I was like, "No, bro, the money flow's so good, dude. It should go down." I'm like, "It should go down." I agree, but the money flow is just leaping up. Like, even right here, you know, we got swings down to swing up. It should break down. It should. But the money flow is so damn thick. I'm just like, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I think we could break through the 200. So one of the reasons I didn't short Pepe, and you can ask Trent. I actually talked to Trent about Pepe, and I said, bearish divergence on the 1 hour, 4 hour. How do you think? He's like, dude, it looks good, but Bitcoin's kind of running against you, and it did run against me, and the bearish divergence didn't really play out. But right, even on the 4 hour, I'm like, it should go down. Why is it going up? It looks.
I'll blame it on the sickness.
Blame on the sickness. It looks hella. It looks good, dude. It still looks good. I don't know how I'd feel if I was still in the trade, being at the 200. But we do break above the 200. It does happen, and then we can hold above it even better. You know. I think the likelihood is we come up to this, we break, maybe wick up here, maybe we could break above it, we could come back. Where's my paint pen? Maybe we go like this and continue up. You know, we touch our sweet spot, come back down, kind of do this thing, and then kind of woo, 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 woo. That seems more likely to what we're facing in this scenario. I think a good coin, you don't short, do you, DZ? Because I think a really good coin to short is Desync. We were talking about it. Where's Desync? Here it is. I just think it looks nasty, dude. Look at this, like the momentum coming down. VWAP's kind of iffy, but dude, we have 4 rejections off the 200 right here, and it's just kind of sloping down, dude. It's totally making a nasty looking head. The daily time frame is just starting to come down, looking gross. The 4-hour cross to 21. We're in that flag. Money flow is coming down. The 1 hour money flow, you know, we just had a hard run up on the money flow, the green wave, and then right here it peaked, and we just kind of slowly came down the money flow. Woo! I think we might get a little pump right now in this 1 hour, but I think it's going to be a good short. I'm going to plan on shorting this later. Can you see if money flow is going into Brev? It's at 40. Can you see if it go? Oh yeah, we can go take a look at Brev. Brevo. Where is Brev at? We put it down here, huh? Brev. And it's still not a lot of data to go off of. Now, well, we are in like a Bart Simpson like ish pattern, so we could launch up. That is possible. The money flow, we're looking at the 1 hour, so it's not a lot of data. We peaked bottom right here. That's what looks like a possible peak. Right here, possible peak, and now we got the curvature coming up and into Brev. The VWAP is unsure. We still looks like we might have open doors on the upside. Now, when are we gonna break out? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell now. I don't leverage trade. I'm good at buying and buying low, selling high, but I do big spot trades. Hey, sometimes that's the smart way to do it, man. Right? Now we come over to the 15-minute. Stokes are low. Strength is coming up. We have open doors to the upside. The money flow is not really there. It was more thicker earlier, but maybe the little bit of red we have down here is opening up to the upside. When we come over to the 15-minute, we actually blow it up. It's not confirmed yet, but we are rejecting off the 21. We did reject off the 50, and we're possibly breaking above the 200. If we do, you can see you want us to come back up to like. What do you want us to go to? 6 cents? I don't know if we could retest 6 cents. That's asking a lot. I mean, that's asking a lot to come all the way back up here, at least on the 15-minute. What's the 5-minute saying? The 5-minute is trying to break up. You know, we're definitely in a little bit of a flag pattern. You kind of got your little flagpole right there, swing up, and wants to come up to like 4 something on just the 5-minute. The 6 hour, we have no data on. 5 hour, do we have any data? 4 hour, we don't have any data. 2 hour, we do got momentum coming in on this little weak green dot that we have. That's all the data we got. So yeah, we could get a pump. It's not a whole lot here, but we could get a pump. It doesn't look bad. How is that? It looks okay. It does look okay. VWAP still angled up. What's the 1 minute saying? 1 minute is still pumping. We did get a bearish dive, a red dot right there on the 1 minute. The money flow is really ultra thick right now in the 1 minute. I mean, look at that money flow. This is where it could break out. Even like over here, we have these fat candles. The money flow wasn't there. This baby green wave versus the big green wave. Like there is a lot of money being moved right now into Brev on the 1 minute. So it's fun when we make money. Trent, can you join us on our next trade? All this leverage back and forth is why we aren't pumping to move from greedy. Aren't going to move to many greedy people. You're 100% right. You know what? Just because you said that, I should come over here and show you this. So what GT's touching on, he is 100% correct. But it's not like me and you using leverage trades is what's getting people wrecked. If we actually go to the liquidation map, you'll look over here and you'll see these orange candles, right? You think, wow, look at those orange candles. What are they? Well, there are actually multiple stacked orders to keep people from getting liquidated. And right here, there's $120 million being leveraged at 100x. 100x. That is absurd. Who uses 100x leverage? That's just nuts, man. And then you got over here 50x leverage, just 305 million 50x. And when we're looking at over here, this is just the 1 day. So we're gonna stretch that over the 30 day, right? So look at all these long liquidations being leveraged. There's $4 billion worth of longs being leveraged on it right here. When we had October 10th, what happened was the price moved back so fast that all these people who had their stop circuit breakers, I guess you want to call it, like they add into the trade to keep themselves from being liquidated. It was just max pushback, and it didn't matter. They all got wiped. They got wiped. And that's a lot. This wave is huge. Look at the short wave. There's nothing there, man. You just got huge. They got wrecked, man. And that's one of the things you got to be careful about. Like those people, like these people over here, the 10x leverages. I don't even like hardly using 10x on Bitcoin very often. Very, very often. I don't usually do that. I stick to like 5 to 8 usually on Bitcoin. So the fact that there's still a lot of people over here leverage, like there's $4 billion right here. The little sucker. A little bit of leverage, you know? So it's just like one of those things you just have to keep in the back of your mind, you know? And when you trade leverage, don't go ham, man. Like me and Shrimp talked a couple different times on this show. I only trade like 0.5%, 1% of my portfolio on my trades. And when I lose it, I'm like, it's gone, whatever. I'm not going to go break the bank. I don't have to sit there and stress about it. I do trade my emotions on because I'm always like, let's get the victory. But I look at the data and I roll the dice on the data. I take my emotions out. Liquidations. Let's check out. We haven't looked at this actually in a while. If we come over the heat map for Bitcoin, there's a lot of liquidity coming in at 89,396. That's the likely move we'll go. We might make a little pump up to get more leverage trades in on a short or a long. Yeah, on a long before we go down and take them all out. On the 3-day time frame, we have a lot above us at 92,000. So maybe not, you know, maybe we come up to this bigger pocket, get more shorts over, and then we come down, smack them.
Smack them, he said.
Hey, Daily, take care, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be out early, you know, as well. I mean, I am anyways. I gotta get better.
Get some rest. Yeah. Well, we can actually end it right now if you want, Trent.
Sure.
Well, I thank everybody. I hope everybody found this pretty entertaining and informative. We gotta go over some good data. We gotta look at some good coins, and you know, trading's fun. And just don't be a dummy. DBD. Don't be stupid. DBS. And or what you should say, don't be emotional. DBE. Don't be DB. Don't be emotional. DBET. Don't be an emotional trader. There you go. We'll double that. We'll call this segment DBET. But yeah, it's just great, man. Did you do Dash for Daniel? I didn't even see Daniel in here today, so no, I didn't do Dash for him. Where is Dash at? I kind of want to take a look at Dash real quick.
Daniel,
it's not 37.
Daniel has to be, number one, he has to be in here. Number two, he has to be well behaved.
Yeah. Sure, my love. Yeah, dude. Dash is eyeballing the $35 level, man. If we break below, it could double bottom still at 35. Yeah, like $35 frick. It could double bottom. You know, open doors to the downside. Money flows in the red. Stokes RSI are low, but haven't quite bottomed yet. Money flows thick to the downside, man. Yeah, Dash is looking ouchy.
So 67% of people in the poll said that Bitcoin's going to bottom in the 80s.
I don't know how you feel about that.
That would mean that the bottom is already in, because it already hit 80.
You should have put in the poll if the bottom was in.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we hit a low of 80,557 on November 21st.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, I mean, time will tell, but look, we we've not made a significantly higher high, and look at even just looking at your chart, look at that money flow peaking.
Yeah, that's pretty high. High to
Well,
the
not money
downside.
flow, but whatever that is.
Momentum wave.
Momentum wave, yeah.
It looks pretty peaky, man. The VWAP's kind of looking okay, though. The VWAP kind of looks okay. If the VWAP crosses, we'll get a green dot right here, which generally is actually a fake out.
Yeah.
I usually view when they're opposite each other, like over here, Trent. So we got green dot, red dot, right? I view these red dots as more fake outs, and these green dots are showing more confirmation that we're gonna move up. And when they're below the zero line. Now when we're above and we're like in the middle of like a pump like this, we have, maybe you can see this one. There's a green dot right there. That looks like a fake out to me. Green dot, red dot, green dot, red dot. So that would have faked you out. And if you would have closed your short and opened up a long, you would have gotten butt smacked, which I've had happen. That's how I learned about the fake outs, Yeah. And they don't always play out. Like here's a red dot, green dot. Well, that turned out to be a fake out. And immediately the red dot came back in. Here's this green dot right here. Didn't fake out. That actually had another move to it. So they don't always play out, but you kind of have to watch the money flow and how the momentum attacks pretty aggressive. And it's usually an indicator of some of the longer time frame. He could have sold Polygon and bought it with us. Absolutely. I felt pretty good about that. You should have, DZ, you should have hit up the trades in the Discord. I made a 10% scalp today on Filecoin, or it was a 10% scalp on Hyperliquid and a 7% scalp on Filecoin, both longs off of the BidFi DIP signals. I like to go over them. I don't always trade them. You guys see me, I'm like, I don't know, it's not worth it to me.
Oh yeah, I don't either. But
if I go in there and it looks good on their end and it looks good on Market Cipher, yeah, I'll take a shot at it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has to fit my my check boxes.
Right.
And I've been pretty damn good this mastering Market Cipher too. So yeah, no, hopefully we can retire and we can just do this full time with you guys. We'll have 12-hour streams. It'll be great. I'd love to do that. We'll get the bingo machine out, and eventually after like a week of drinking all the alcohol, I'll be like, okay, well, guys, we're switching to water. We're water fasting this thing now. We gotta take a break. My guts can't handle it anymore. Yeah, we're gonna head out of here. So D-Not-You, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for boosting us over there on Kick. That day that you came in there and boosted us on Kick, we gained 3 more subscribers on Kick. So hell yeah, you're rallying the troops over there. DZ, thanks for coming on in and chilling with us. I hope I was able to help you out with any trades, spot anything. Base Philosophy Mom, thank you for coming on in and supporting the channel always and always. Daily, I'm too bad you had to go early. I hope you have a great tomorrow. It's Saturday. Saturday, guys, we're on random time, so just expect that. You never know what you don't know, but you will know. GT, thanks for coming on in. I'm glad that we were able to talk about XCN, and I hope it pumps to the moon for you, brother. We have scrolling up, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Hey, I hate CCP. That's good news because predictions are always wrong. Yeah, they feel like that, don't they? Especially when you listen to Jim Cramer. Thanks for coming on in. I hate CCP. Who do we have next? I guess it was is it Real Meta? Blockchains. Oh, John 316. Hey, thank you, John Ax221 for coming on in. And Real Meta, thanks for coming on in, man. Guys, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for getting the likes up to the watches. Nothing but the most hydrated community supporting the channel out here. Guys, we'll say a quick prayer for Trent. Lord, help his mucus, nose, nostrils, and help him sleep good tonight. Clear him up, help him have no brain fog tomorrow, and strengthen his mind as he does battle with this mucus. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. Blockchain Brew, stay hydrated. We'll be back. Peace.
Cheers.
Trent, what are you doing with that water? Unbelievable. Pour it off to everybody. Guys, thank you for being part of the greatest community on